What's up guys, Ali here from Solid Trade. So today I shorted AMD right here and then immediately just went against me. Now the old me would have lost money here. Honestly, I would have gotten stopped out literally right on the top. You know why? Because clearly as soon as I shorted, look what happened. AMD started to make this really nice bullish flag pattern, right? And I know as soon as this would have broken out right here, I would have gotten stopped out. And the stock would have gone up a little bit. I'm like, yeah, great, I was right. And then maybe I would have bought the stock and then it would have failed and I would have lost money again. So I would have lost money twice and I would be frustrated, furious. But instead, today, what happened was I shorted. Even though the stock broke out, I did not get stopped out. The stock came down, failed after I took my profit right here, and then final profit right here during the middle of the day. The stock went down even further after that. I did not wait because I just came home when I just opened it and I saw my final piece was just lingering around. So I just took my final profit right here. It could have been even bigger trade, but the point is that the old me would have lost a lot of money on it and had a really terrible day, and then the rest of the day would have gone really bad as well because I would think that I've worked so hard yet I'm not able to make money and keep losing money. Um, so I wanted to make a video on this and how I'm able to do this where today I did not get stopped out and then in fact caught a really big trade. This huge trade, almost most of the trade, the you know the move. Similarly, also took a trade on Tesla, Tesla right here. Again, this was a perfect one to short it right here. The stock is coming up, shorted, and boom, it fell and then took profit. This is a demand and supply strategy. But the demand and supply strategy that is my course right here in the demand and supply. Okay, and AMD was a gap fill strategy, which is right here in the gap fill strategy in my course. So if you have it, make sure you watch it. But the point of this is that I'm going to talk about how I'm able to do this, okay? How I'm able to hold this trade. So there are few things that I have to do. First of all, I am prepared before the market opens. So when the market is open, I'm not shorting here. As soon as the market opens, I'm shorting. No, no, no. This is the market right at this open. I shorted right at the open, but this was planned before the market had even opened. I knew where the resistance levels was, and I also knew where my stop loss would be. I expected the stock would go up even more, possibly, and then fail. Okay, so that's number one. So I knew where I'm gonna enter before the market opened, and I also knew where my stop loss was. And my stop loss was actually, if I go back, make this bigger, the chart, okay, my stop loss was actually right here. This was my stop loss, the line above below. Okay, so my entry was right here, and my stop I had given room because this was the next resistance level, and my stop loss was right here. Now, even even though my stop loss was right here, I probably still would have before gotten stopped out right above. And the reason why is because I saw this is a really good pennant pattern, like I told you. Look at this. It's a beautiful pennant pattern. Normally, a lot of people go long right here. They go long right here. And the stock squeezes. And exactly what happened. It did squeeze. I would have got stopped out because after I see a big squeeze, I'm like, oh my God, this is going to rip. Okay. So why I did not get stopped out? That's number two. So the first one is I already talked about. This was my stop loss. So when I say a stop loss, if I have a stop loss, that the reason why I have a stop loss before because I already have a set number of amount of money that I'm willing to lose. So if it goes up all the way here, I'm going to lose $200. I already know this before the even market open. So at this time, I was not even down 200. I was down 180 or 150 or something, whatever. So that's number one. So I know I'm not going to lose. If it rips and I get stopped out, goes everything against my way, I'm going to lose, which I'm already okay with that money. So that's number one. Second, I have done my analysis before the market open. which is right here, my stop loss, which is this blue line. So my analysis was done before the market opened. Third, still, I'm I know for the fact that when the market would have opened, I would have still gone stopped out. Still, even though knowing my stop loss, knowing everything, because I see it's such a huge rip, right? Well, the secret to that is that when I shorted this, when I did my analysis, I put my short order right here, and I put my stop orders right here, and I put my buy orders right here, like to cover right here, and I had walked away. So I was not watching this when this happened. When all of this happened, I was not watching it. When the stock went up straight, boom, I got short in the strength. I would never short. If I was watching the stock, I would never short in that strength, first of all. And then if I was watching it in a stock, even if I was in it and if I was watching it, I would have gone stopped out. So point is, if I'm watching it, I know already before the market opened that I'm gonna short here and I'm gonna cover here. So why would this need to watch? Everything's already planned, right? So the best way is to not watch at all. So I go out, I'm not even watching, I'm enjoying. Okay? I'm doing some other work. And guess what happened? It came up, and then boom, failed, and then boom, got a massive trade right here. Okay? So the point is that the way I'm able to do that is I have done my analysis before the market even opened. Number one. Second one is that I know exactly how much I'm going to lose, so I don't have to worry about watching it all the time. I know exactly I'm going to lose, and I know that there's no point of watching it. So might as well just walk away and do something else. Okay. Another trade I want to talk about right here. Notice here XPEV got right at the bottom. Now I would have, if the stock goes up like this and then crashes down, I'm not thinking of buying right here. I swear to God, I'm not thinking of buying right here. Okay. But before the market had opened, so this yellow area is the market pre-market area. I knew there was a gap fill area right here, which is a gap fill strategy. I talk about this detail in gap fill strategy, but I'm going to show you exactly how it is if you open the charts and look at XPEV. Here it is. You see this line drawn already. This is the gap fill. The stock opened up, came down, filled this gap right here, and then moved forward. Okay, so I had my order sitting right here at the bottom at the gap fill. But if I had seen this in real time happening even within few minutes and seconds, that the stock, there's a nice trend break. You see there's a nice trend break. Stock breaks out, boom goes. And then once the stock trend breaks fail, I am thinking the stock is crashing. So I am not buying this. However, since I was not even watching it, I had my plan already before that I'm going to buy the gap fill because there's a daily chart breakout on the daily chart. This is a very good strategy. I bought it right here and then sold it on the rip. And I sold it early actually. The stock kept going. But the whole point was I'm able to do this is because I am not watching it. Second, I already know exactly my stop losses are. I already have a strategy in place. And if you don't have strategy, if you don't know, make sure to watch these trading strategies video. You will just learn everything about it, how to do it, uh, and then walk away because if it does work, you will have massive profits. If it doesn't work, you will know exactly how much you will lose, and you walk away and you come to the next day and just do it again. That's it, and that's how you become successful and consistently profitable. Okay, hope you guys learned something, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.